Hey friends, hey, it's your girl Kitty. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a ride or die, part of KKC, welcome back. Today guys, happy Meatball Day! It's Meatball Day. It is Meatball Day. March 9th is Meatball Day, according to Google. So we're just gonna go with that. Guys, look at this. Look at that. Oh my God. This is, these are Italian meatballs. It's ground pork and ground beef. And this is 4 cheese lasagna yumminess. And we are going to, sprinkle some Parmesan. Oop, that was a little too much on that side. Oh my, oh, did I get you in the eyeball? I've been waiting all week for this. Well, I shouldn't say, oh, my mouth is watering. Oh my God. Yum. Oh no. Oh no. I've been waiting for this to get room temperature. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That bite was epic. This is cold. Oh my gosh. For real though. So, I was going to tell you guys about high school and junior high. Well, my road to I wouldn't really say being a bad kid. I was drinking and smoking cigarettes and getting into that stuff. I was in grade 7. And so I was already being like, not really a rebellious teen, but a rebellious teen. Grade 7 was a very difficult time for me. My older sister had it all planned with her best friend at the time to run away from home. And that took a huge toll on me. I idolized my sister. I wanted to be just like her. She was blonde, blue eyes, beautiful. The guys swooned over her. She had a lot of friends, and she was so fun and outgoing and funny, and she just was like awesome. And I was chubby. I don't like the word fat. Now, compared to that, then compared to now I'm fat. Anyways, but I was the chubby girl. Didn't have a lot of friends. Guys weren't really interested in me. I was feeling all sorts of ways about myself. But I just envied my sister. I idolized her. And I was fucking heartbroken, devastated when she ran away from home and we had no idea where she went. It destroyed me. Along with other things that have happened in my life, but that was a big one. 'Cause we were like this. We did everything together. We were on swim team, dive team. We did swimming lessons. We did everything. We went bike riding, rollerblading, skipping, drawn outside on the road, on the sidewalk with chalk, like just hanging out. Like we were really close in our younger years, and it just seemed like as she was getting older and hanging out with like certain groups of people, I kind of slowly felt like I was losing her. And so that took a big toll on me emotionally. I had to do counseling at school. I begged and pleaded with people that I thought might have an idea of where she is to help me. I was missing a bunch of class because I was in the guidance office bawling my face off every day. Just a freaking wreck. And I eventually found out where she was and got in contact with her. She didn't want to come home. She was basically living this life of no rules, not going to school, partying. Anyways, but that fucked my whole grade 7, my whole year. Don't, excuse my language. That completely messed my whole year. And I had to do summer school. It was either summer school or repeat grade 7. And no, I wasn't having that. Frig, I'll take the summer school. So I did. I did summer school for grade 7, finished summer school, passed. So that's the reason junior high was a mess. And I mean, the rest of my time in junior high, I was dealing with the fact that my sister wasn't coming home. And that was very, very difficult. We'll get into that a little more later. I'm not going to tell too many details about her situation, and I'll just skim surfaces of things because just confidentiality. But eventually it did get to the point where we were able to go and visit her where she was living and stuff and whatnot. But then let's move on to high school. The rest, education-wise, things went smooth the rest of junior high, other than dealing with my sister. Then I hit high school. And I was doing fine. Things were going great. And then school-wise, I was doing great, but I started jigging a lot. Skipping class. For what? To hang out at the mall and get stoned? At the time, I thought it was a brilliant idea. Of course, let's skip the last 2 periods of the day. Go to the mall. Smoke a bunch of weed. Go eat Subway. Sneak back over to the school to get on our bus to go home. I'm lucky I passed grade 10 and 11 doing that. Then we get to grade 12. It got worse from there with the skipping class. And experimenting with things. That's all I'm going to say. And I was just jigging and jigging and jigging and jigging. In school suspension, suspended. And then we're almost halfway through the year. And I mean, for most most of it, like most of my classes, I was doing really well. There was just a few classes I would just skip. Any of the classes I really enjoyed, I'd go to, like English, home economics, art class, all my science classes I never missed. But like math, phys ed, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing that I skipped gym class. Maybe that would have helped me lose some weight there, Brenda. Anyways, I'm not trying to make light of the situation. It's not. I mean, and if there's any young kids, that, like young teenage kids that ever watch my videos or see this video in particular, I'm telling you from personal experience, stay the hell in school. Go to your freaking classes. Buckle down. Do what you need to do. And then get the hell out of there. Like, if I could go back and tell my younger self, if I could go back, go in the past, and talk to Brenda at 16 years old, I would tell myself, I would bitch slap myself. Like, smarten the hell up. Anyways, you know, my, 15-year-old self, oh yes, I would have, if I could go back in the past, I would have whooped my ass. Anyways, so we're like creeping up to the mid-year of grade 12, and I get pulled into the office, and they're talking to me and talking about like with, the amount of time I've been missing, and that basically you need to pull your frickin' socks up and buckle down and do what you need to do, or you're gonna fail. So, what did Brenda do? I did exactly that. I pulled my socks up, I buckled down, and I worked my ass off. My grades started going up. Things were fantastic. I was proud of myself. My parents were proud of me. I wasn't skipping class anymore. I wasn't getting detentions. I wasn't getting in-school suspension. I wasn't getting suspended. And then it was a Monday. I missed my bus. I missed homeroom, where they do attendance. When you miss homeroom, you are supposed to go to first period. After first period, you need to go to the office and sign in. My dad drove me to school. I go to school. I go to my locker. I go to first period. I go to second period. I go to third period. And so on, my day goes on. We do lunch. We go out to the smoking section. We, continue the day. I go to every single class. But the next day, Brenda catches the bus, goes to school. First period, art class. I was in homeroom. They took attendance. We went to first period, which was art class. I'm sitting down, getting my stuff ready, putting my pencil case, I don't know, whatever. Comes over the PM, what is it called, a PM? No. the intercom. Why did I say the PM? Anyways, comes over the intercom. Hello, Miss So-and-so, like the art teacher. And the art teacher said, yeah. Could you please send Brenda Haddad to the office, please? Okay. Everybody turns and looks at me. I'm like, oh no. So I go to the office and I sit down and, well, I say, you know, I'm Brenda, I'm here to see, you know, someone, they called me to the office, like, you know, what's this all about? And she says, please have a seat. So I sit down in the little waiting room and then they call me in the office. And this high school is huge. There is a like ridiculous amount of kids. It's not so bad now because we have 2 English high schools in my city. So it like the number count isn't as high. Like when I went to this high school, it was huge. Like the amount of kids in this school was ridiculous. So there's 2 vice principals and 2 principals. That's how many kids there is in this school. So, and there was like 6 or 7 guidance counselors. So I'm sitting there and there's both vice principals, both principals, and they're all just like giving me the death stare. And I'm like, so what's this all about? And they're like, where were you yesterday? And I'm like, got up, came to school, went to first period, the second period, and so on until the day was done. And then I got on the bus and went home. And they're like, you weren't here yesterday. And I'm like, yes, I was. And they're like, well, you weren't marked for attendance. I'm like, you might want to check it again. And of course, like, they're getting kind of snappy with me. So I'm a freaking teenager. I'm going to start shooting attitude. You're going to be snapping at me and, you know, trying to call me out on some shit I didn't even do. I was pissed. And I'm like, check your freaking books. I'm like, go and talk to every single teacher I had yesterday. And I'm like, they'll all vouch that I was here. I said, well, with the exception of one, I said my homeroom teacher, because she's a B and she don't like me. Anyways, and the principal slams his hand and he's like, enough with that language and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I said, I'm angry because you guys are trying to pull some big thing that didn't even friggin' happen. Like, what is this? Anyways, so they claim I wasn't there yesterday. And I'm like, trying to tell them, like, go right now. Let's all go, us 4, and walk to each of my class. And you can talk to my teachers and ask them, was Brenda in attendance yesterday? They didn't want to go and do it. They were claiming I wasn't there yesterday and they were sticking to it. I'm like, this is bullshit. And then they're like, well, you're suspended until further notice or something like that. Something along those lines. And I'm like, what? You've got to be kidding me. Are you really? For real right now? Anyways, and so they're like getting all worked up and I'm all worked up and they're like, I start to walk away because they were like, you need to get your belongings and we'll contact your parents. And I was like, no, you won't. And they're like, you need to get your stuff and come back to the office and we'll contact your parents. I'm like, I had my hand on the door and the principal's like, if you walk out that door, and I turn around, I'm like, I'm perfectly capable of calling my dad myself. Thank you very much. And I'm like, hope you're fucking happy. Have a good day, assholes. I was so mad. Like, how dare they? They didn't even want to even look at it. And, I was so mad. I was so mad. And so I go down to the bottom floor of the, like, ground floor of the school. And I go back to art class, and I'm like fighting the tears. I'm so angry. I'm fighting the tears. I walk in. Everyone's looking at me. My face is probably as red as a frickin' tomato. And I was like so angry, and like, and when I'm really angry, I cry. I'm a crier when I'm sad. I'm a crier when I'm like super happy and joyful. Like sometimes I cry, but when I'm angry, yes, I cry. I really do. And I was fighting the tears because I was so furious, and I grabbed my stuff, and the teacher's like, Brenda, where are you going? And I'm like, and then I just lost it. I started crying, and then, so she started like trying to talk to me, like, what's going on? And I was like, nothing, leave me alone. And I went out, and I, got on the payphone, dug in my pockets, dug in my book bag, trying to find a quarter, picked up, payphones. I'm sure most of you, probably you little youngins, don't know what a payphone is. Anyways, so I picked up a payphone, and I called my dad, and he came to get me at the school. Anyways, they suspended me for the remainder of the year. And guys, do you want to know what the kicker is? 3 weeks before graduation. Yep. 3 weeks before I was supposed to find out if I was going to graduate from high school or not. Yeah. So, with what I did complete in grade 12, I'm not sure what credits I accumulated from what I did complete of grade 12. And literally like 2 days, I think it was. 2 days. Yeah. Yeah, it was like 2 days later. 2 days later, one of the vice principals, she calls. Or no. It was the principal. Because we had a male principal and a female principal and a male principal and a female principal, and both vice principals, I think, were women, maybe, or a man and a woman. Oh my God, I can't remember. Like, I can't remember teachers' names. It's weird. I can remember teachers' names from elementary, but you think I can? I think it's because you have so many teachers. I don't know. I'm sure if I sat here, I could think of them, but I'm pretty sure it was the woman principal that called, like 2 days after, and offered to let me come back. Oh my God, I was so angry. And being stubborn, young, dumb, and stubborn, I didn't go back. And I regret it. Big time. I regret it. And I explained, I've told my son this story, and I tell him, if you ever slip up and you have a chance to redeem yourself and get back on the horse and try again, take it. If you are pissed off in a situation because you are being wronged and you shouldn't be, and they reach out to try and, smooth things over and, like, give you a second, just kind of like the same scenario, situation, whatever, swallow your pride and accept it. Like, in the moment, I was so mad. How dare you break me down for something I didn't do because you were too lazy to get off your butt and go figure it out and find out the truth that I was at every single class, and talk to my teachers and see, like, There was not even a 3 strikes you're out. Like, from the previous times I was skipping class. Like, it just it didn't make sense to me. And I was so angry and stubborn and young and dumb. But I'm telling you guys, if you are still in high school and you happen to see this, just freaking go and do it and get it over with. And yeah, so that is my shit show story of why I didn't graduate from high school. And I regret it. I really do. Anyways, guys, I'm full. This was filling. I'm going to wrap it up and maybe eat it later. I had a big salad earlier too, so. But I hope you guys enjoyed my story time of my high school bullshit. And I love you guys. If you have not yet done so, don't forget to do this, and don't forget to do this, and don't forget to do this. Sprinkle the love, okay? The sprinkles and smiles. I need merch that says that. Sprinkles and smiles. Or like merch that says, hey friends, hey. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna go. We've been yakking. No, I've been yakking for 31 minutes. Almost 32 minutes. But I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Welcome to my new subby friends. Yeah, I don't want to call you subbies. Welcome to my new friends. Oh, and yes. Blue chrome, baby. Blue chrome. I don't know what to think. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Deuces. Cringe.